Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this is going to be another video on 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication, but it's going to focus on a different method. This method is called the Lattice Method. Our first example problem is 782 times 29. And I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So each of the digits within the problem get a separate box. So we have a 3-digit number. So we have a box for each of the 3 digits in the 3-digit number, and then a box for each of the 2 digits in the 2-digit number. Next, we multiply each of the digits. Starting in the far right-hand corner, we're going to multiply 2 times 2. Our answer is going to go in the square, but each digit in our answer goes in a separate triangle. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So we're going to put a 4 here, 0 here. 2 times 9 equals 18. The answer to 2 times 9 is going to go in the square here. Remember, each digit goes in a separate triangle, so we have one digit in the top triangle, and the other digit's going to go in the bottom triangle. So we have a 1 and an 8, so we have 18 for that square. 8 times 2, the answer to 8 times 2 is going to go in this square. And each triangle gets a different digit, so 8 times 2 equals 16. So the 6 and 16 goes in the bottom triangle, the 1 and 16 goes in the top triangle. 7 times 2. We know it before we do 7 times 2. It doesn't matter which order we do them in as long as we do all of the multiplication. 8 times 9, the answer to 8 times 9 goes in this square. 8 times 9 equals 72. So we're going to put a 7 in the top triangle and a 2 in the bottom triangle. 7 times 2 equals 14. The answer to that's going to go in this square. 1 in the top triangle, 4 in the bottom. Seven times 9. Answer to 7 times 9 goes in this square here. Again, each triangle gets a separate digit. So 6 in the top triangle, 3 in the bottom triangle. Next, we're going to add all the numbers in the square up going along the diagonal lines. So you look along this diagonal line, we only have one number within the square, we have 8. Next, we're going to add the 3 numbers in between these 2 diagonal lines. 4 plus 1 equals 5, plus 2 equals 7. In between these 2 diagonal lines, we have to add up all the numbers. So 0 plus 6 equals 6. Plus 7 equals 13, plus 3 equals 16. Now we do need to regroup. The 6 and 16 goes here, the 1 gets carried over. 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 4 equals 6, plus 6 equals 12, 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 again equals 2. Now we read the number going from left to right. So we have a 2 in the 10,000s place, a 2 in the thousands place, a 6 in the hundreds place, a 7 in the tens place. So we have our final answer. 782 times 29 equals 22,678. Alright, I'm going to solve one more example problem for this live stream. So 945 times 37, that's going to be my next problem. Now for this one, you'll actually see how I set up the Lattice method. So we have we need a square that's 3 digits by 2 digits. So 3 boxes going across, 2 going down. Separate digit for each box. So we have our 9 here, our 4, and then our 5, and then going down we have our 3 and our 7. Now we need to draw a diagonal line across each square to make our triangles. Now we are ready to multiply. So starting in the far right hand corner, we're going to multiply 5 times 3. Our answer goes in the square, but each digit goes in a different triangle within the square. 5 times 3 equals 15. So we're going to put a 1 in the top triangle and a 5 in the bottom triangle. Next we multiply 5 times 7, and the answer to 5 times 7 goes in the bottom square. Separate digit going in each triangle. 5 times 7 equals 35. So we're putting a 5 in the bottom triangle and a 3 in the top triangle. Next we multiply 4 times 3. The answer to 4 times 3 goes in the square here. And each digit in that answer goes in a separate triangle. So 4 times 3 equals 12. We put a 1 in the top triangle and a 2 in the bottom triangle. Next we multiply 4 times 7. The answer to 4 times 7 goes in this square here. And again, a separate digit goes in each triangle. So 4 times 7 equals 28. 2 in the top triangle, 8 in the bottom triangle. Next we multiply 9 times 3, and our answer to 9 times 3 goes in this square. 9 times 3 equals 27. We put a 2 in the top triangle and a 7 in the bottom triangle. Next we multiply 9 times 7, and our answer goes in this square here. 9 times 7 equals 63. So we put a 6 in the top triangle, a 3 in the bottom triangle. Final step, we add the numbers together going across the diagonal lines. So we're adding all of the numbers in the square within the square, inside of the square together. So the numbers on the outside of the square we're ignoring. We're not doing anything with those. We're just adding up all the numbers inside the square going along the diagonal lines. So along this diagonal line, we only have the 5, so we're going to put a 5 here. In between these two diagonal lines, we have to add 5 plus 3 plus 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8, plus 8 equals 16. We still regroup whenever our sum is 10 or more. So the 6 and 16 goes in between these diagonal lines. The 1 gets carried over. 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 2 equals 4, plus 2 equals 6, plus 3 equals 9. We don't need to regroup there because our product is less than 10. Next, we add the 3 numbers in between these two diagonal lines. 1 plus 7 equals 8, plus 6 equals 14. 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So now we have our 3 in the 10,000s place, our 4 in the thousands place. Let me make my 4 a little bit neater. A 9 in the hundreds place, a 6 in the tens place, a 5 in the ones place. And we have our final answer, 945 times 37 equals 34,965. Alright, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.